Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Gerard Piqué. He's just about the toughest opponent you can imagine when it comes to one-on-one tussles, Peter. Pretty much unbeatable in the air or on the ground. He's also very comfortable on the ball and quite adept at picking a pass, whether it be long or short.
I wonder whether... Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Messi with the short one. Oh, now he's had a shot! Maldini gets it away. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, can he get onto this? And here's from Mario. Tele going face-to-face with his great rival. Nicely aimed pass. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Oh, such a clever touch. And Messi! Crossbar! Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, that's neat. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Vieira, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's from Mario. Pele is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He's having a go! That was superb goalkeeping!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. And here's Messi. He's having a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. Delivers the ball. And back out it comes. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pele, he's found a way through. Pele had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rijkaard. Oh, there's a probing ball. Threads one in, and he welcomes it in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Best, and he's found a way past. Oh, right place, right time. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
That's a lovely, neat pass. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Romario really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Romario! Goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Casapia are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Oh, that's nice. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Robson cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
That has been cut short. Rummenigge. Oh, this is a terrific run. Oh, that was vital. Tar cuts out the pass.
Added time.
Robson. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bullet. Ronaldinho. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And it's half-time here. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush,
And
Peter.
now
It's
I'd
been
just like to
fairly
read out
flat,
our
and the
fan club
supports have
members
had
who are
little to
celebrating
cheer
their
about.
birthdays
So an
today.
awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
There's the start of the second half.
Birmingham really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Hullet. Goes down, but nothing given. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, super. And Romario! Oh, my word, that is quite something! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
And yes, it's him again!
Number 9.
So time for change. This one has been on the cards for a little while. So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to...
Has a shot!
Coming on the field.
Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Now it's Mbappe. Big chance! Shot, surely! They've done it!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Now it's Romario. Hullet. This is promising. Ronaldinho. An instinctive delivery. He's a sharp little ball here. He's decent chance! It's there! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
The attendance for this match was 29,950.
Caceres. Can he get on the end of this? Dixon. Davids. Pele. Pele driving forwards. Pele! Oh, it's hit the post!
They've got to be quick moving this forward. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Yeah, the ball's gone astray. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Piqué kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pull it. Foot in. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Messi. Pullet looks to get on the end of this and claimed it back swiftly. And that could set him on his way. He's been charged for a shot! Oh, keep trying, and eventually it might come off.
Birmingham really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Davids. Coming on to replace him is number 30, Platini. Substitutions taking place.
And here's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And Messi! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if they were just one down, as opposed to two.
Oh, important interception. Nesta gets rid without sophistication. Opts for safety. That's really well manoeuvred. Now, can they get him away? He's got plenty of space out wide here. And the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Messi. Romario chips it through. That's really well cleared. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Hoisted in. Danger averted for now. But they've got it again. Bergomi. And a chance! Oh, fantastic from Platini! That is a gem! An absolute gem! With so little time left, grandstand finish! And that really is so impressive. We have got ourselves a game here. That's been cut out, well played. 4 extra minutes added on. Wriggles his way through. Looking to go deep. Up he goes! Oh, off the bar! Now there's the clearance. Goes for a shot! And it's come back out to him. And it's in! They have stolen level at the last! And there goes the final whistle. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Birmingham can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. Well, you would think that the name Luis Suarez on any team sheet is sufficient to make any opponent shiver.
I think I'd struggle to next.
Tries a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Rafinha. That's a little off target. And that's put paid to a promising... And the shot! Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Just eases him off the ball. Rafinha. Valverde. And it's Zanetti. And it's Valverde. Rafinha knocks it out wide. And he's whipped it across. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Best. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And he's... And Messi! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Rafinha. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
And he plays one through. Real chance! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And we have our very first corner. Robson goes short. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Gattuso. First quarter of an hour gone. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Valverde puts his foot on the gas. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Baresi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Pinches it off him. Robson is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now that's a lovely exchange. Robson! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Robson deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Driving on and making good progress.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. He's had a shot! And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that pass isn't the best. Gattuso. And here's Suarez. Aims beyond the defence. No way through. Shot, surely! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time. And they're quick to get it back. And here's Mbappe. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Messi. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Crossed in, he rises! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
David has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he spark a counter here? Valverde. Played out wide. Zanetti. Now it's Luis Suarez. Caresses it. Bullish header! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
He's gone direct here. And it's Luis Suarez. Oh, that's a key interception. Davids. Mbappe. Good purposeful running this. That has been cut short. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we're off again. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Quality ball. Oh, that's nice. Out towards the flank. Shoots! Suarez gets flagged offside. And reclaimed it in a trice. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Valverde. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Kaka. And it's Kaka. Can he get it through? Now it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that was vital. Rafinha quietly revving up. That has been slung wide. He's got away. He's found some space. Looks across and plays it in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Being still separated by the game's only goal. Rafinha was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's a chance for a shot! Sensational from Suarez! A finish of true class! Barcelona are back in business!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Substitution on the field. Number 17.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 7.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of...
And the finish!
Number 8.
Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Corner number 2 then.
Pele. Number 13, Iniesta. Number 20,
And it's been taken short.
Number 55, Vieira.
Big chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi. Now it's Bale. Bale tries making a foray down the right. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Now it's Pele, and he's surging through. And the shot! So the lead now is 2.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, what a mistake! Played into space. Abiati is there, and he can get that clear. Valverde. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Kaká, he's found the way, and the shot! He scores! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitution in progress.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
And they can counter here. Looking to play him in. Iniesta engages and forces him off the ball.
Birmingham clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
He shifted it to the flank. Now it's Messi.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's on it. Can he get away? It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And he was quick to react. And it's Messi. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. Ball driven through. Terrific header! Really well taken goal. There's the goal they've been looking for. Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see him.
Takes a shot! That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Baresi spots it and intercepts.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their...
It's Pele! It's loose now and they want to get it... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Showing good feet. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Oh, nice touch. Now, can he find a finish? Takes on his marker. Pele! And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Substitutions taking place.
Barcelona have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Vieira calmly anticipates. Cantona. Rummenigge. So much time and space here. There's the shot! The whistle has gone and it is all over. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central... Yeah, he might have been looking for a gap there, Peter, but he couldn't find it.
Dixon. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Has a look and place it forward. And he's worked it through. Gerrard!
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
Nice looking ball. Now that's well seen too. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's Iniesta. Oh, well played, well played. Messi.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. And that's really well manoeuvred. Robson gets into some space. Tries a shot! Maldini tries to clear. Davids. He's cut it out. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now it's Gerrard. That's beautifully weighted. Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Thuram wins the duel this time. Tar is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rummenigge shapes to shoot! Looking for a runner. So we're still where we started right now. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Looking for options for movement. And he's a decent chance! And it's a goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Gerrard. And it's Snyder. Boca Juniors look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Rijkaard. Davids is someone so often referred to as shoots! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
That has not gone well. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And reclaimed it in a trice. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. And it's Schneider. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And he's intervened well there.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Rummenigge. Rijkaard. Messi is the guilty party there. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Played into space. That has ended up in no man's land. And there's the end of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Birmingham really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. And we are already promptly back underway. Well, the defence... He's having a go! Oh, how good is he? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And he is away. The launch of a brand new hero. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Schneider. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Messi. He could be in here. Nesta simply refused to be outdone there. And the counter is on. Engages and forces him off the ball. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And this is Messi. Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Rummenigge.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Thuram cuts out the pass. Rijkaard. Davids. Oh, delightful ball. He's got away. Oh, sweet feet. That's a sharp pass. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, that is a... And Messi! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Gerrard. And here's the chance to counter. That's a lovely, neat pass. Best. Well, that looks a decent ball. Shot could... And the shot! Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Not the best distribution from the keeper. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Messi is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Cannavaro. Some resolute defending there. No way through. Chance here to counter. Not the most accurate pass. Best. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's been shifted off it. Ferdinand. To Thuram. Looking for the run. And it's Gerrard. That is good alertness. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Robson. Nice control. Robson! And that is a save of real quality, not easy by any means.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Robson. Best. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Messi. There's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Schneider. Iniesta. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Robson has found the net here, of course. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And he should have made it 4.
Cambio en Boca Juniors.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Número 58. Número 19. Messi. Entran número 20.
Iniesta with the short one.
Número 95.
Now it's Iniesta.
Número 4. Número 7. Se
It's
está
Rijkaard.
realizando un cambio.
No way through, so back it comes. Mateus was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And this is Pele. Rijkaard does really well. And there goes the final whistle. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I think it would be impossible to overlook this fella, Lamine Yamal. Obviously, he's often deployed as an inverted winger, but what stands out in his game is that he really...
Little doubt, that is a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Oh, crossbar! There's the shot! Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He has a look up. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Robson.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And here's Messi. Lovely feet. Yamal gets a foot in here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Olise, he is through here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well read, and the danger is averted. Nuno Mendes. And he was quick to react. Could be danger here. And he was alert to it. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now this could be a chance. Great chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And he shoots! It's in! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Ronaldinho looking to be a menace in the final third. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Manchester United finding their passes.
Cristiano Ronaldo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Ferdinand.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Tonali. Decent chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Manchester United really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press,
and there's simply no way out.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Rummenigge showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Olise.
Olise really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Ronaldinho. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi finds himself offside. Robson. Can he get it through? And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And the shot! And it's Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary. He's a sharp little ball here. Great ball, and he's in. Goes for a shot! So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go grab a third.
Rummenigge. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's had it taken off him. Good-looking ball. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Birmingham certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A two-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible.
Manchester United, number 6, Tonali. Coming on the field is number 18, Pele.
That gets things going for the second half. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines, looking for options for movement. Yamal. Oh, that's nice. Goes for goal! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Can he finish? And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. Terrible error, duly punished.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
A case now of complete control. Well, they can break here. And he's running through. Best driving. Can he finish? Great football, shot and save.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
It's their second corner of the game. Nice interception, well timed. They played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Pele. Olise. Dida gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Now it's Pele. Oh, good read. Chance for a shot! He's kept it out just.
Manchester United certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
gone for a throw-in. And it's Rijkaard. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And he's gone backward here. Robson. Best. That's a throw.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 5, Olise. Number 19, Jamal.
Intercepts the throw, and that's
Coming
well
on the
read.
field,
It's an inviting
number
looking
8,
ball, that.
Rooney. Number 13, Filippo Inzaghi.
Rooney! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Tar gets it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, just skips past his man. Now he's off and running. Defending was strong and firm. Robson. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rooney. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Inzaghi. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's in. Tries a shot! He scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Manchester United give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Messi! Goes looking wide. Ronaldinho going full tilt down the left. Mendes gets over and intercepts. Oh, can he get onto this? Now it's Inzaghi. Robson producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And he welcomes it in. He might be in here. He's had a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Ronaldinho pinches it off him. Robson has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And this is Ronaldo. Ronaldinho. He's picked his way through. And the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Messi. Rummenigge looking understandably energised after his goal. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's found a way through. Oh, shooting chance! They've done it! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So now the difference is 3. Dixon goes direct. Best. Well, that is one way to stop him. And he's intervened well there. There will be 4 extra minutes. Tele gets a good foot in there. Best. Oh, that's a key interception. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. And that's it. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome.
Hello, attendees.
Messi
This
voted
is
man
a
of the
Wasp
match,
Children's
and deservedly
announcement.
so.
With the father of a boy in a blue
Well, after all of
hat
that, Jim,
kindly
what are you
make his
thinking?
way to the
Birmingham
information
definitely
centre.
impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked, whether it was link-up...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
There's a player below us, Peter, that I've always admired. Franco Baresi, a defender with wonderful composure and discipline.
I'm surprised by your assessment there.
Yeah, one of the great liberos. His intelligence put him on.
And the shot! Goal! Germany! And Germany are in front. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
So, a breakthrough already.
Best really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Rummenigge will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Pretty robust defending.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, important interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Germany clearly should have gone for the...
Mbappe! It's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for...
And Messi! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Skims one in. Now there's a fine ball, and he shoots! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Birmingham really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Tries to pass it through. Rijkaard. Wriggles his way through. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Now he's got space here. And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Cruyff. Great vision. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And they've got a throw. Cruyff's cross. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Best. And that is a little undercooked. Now, can they get him away? Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And here's Cruyff. Has a look and plays it forward.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And here's Messi.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that's a throw-in. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Best. Messi. Shoots! It's in! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Mateus threads one in. Big chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. The referee's awarded a free kick. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mbappe. Stood up well to him there. Davids. Some really good ball movement. Lovely ball. Rummenigge! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Crosses it in here. And that should get the job done. Good take, and the shot! Ooh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Either side holding back here. It has been quite a half this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
That gets things going for the second half.
Birmingham can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Mateus. Can he get it through? Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Decent chance! They've done it! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, this looks sharp. Baresi is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Mbappe! Great defending, strong and determined. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. He's in a great position here. Rijkaard. Oh, they can break here. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Iniesta. It's Cruyff.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Some good work on the right flank here. In with the challenge. Germany have a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Mbappe. Beckenbauer. Looking for options for movement. Can he finish? Goal, Germany! And they get themselves in front! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And there was his third, and boy, he looked... And Cruyff! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Very nicely done. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, what a shot at goal! That's going to go a long way. That's really well manoeuvred. Cruyff. That's a throw.
Substitution for Germany. Number 6, Franz Beckenbauer. Number 9,
Probing pass.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Coming on the field,
And it's
number
Cruyff.
16,
Oh,
Busca.
now here's an interesting matchup.
Number 7,
Bale
Cristiano
is
Ronaldo.
onto this.
Substitution
Oh, that's
in
a foul,
progress.
and the whistle's gone. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he did not. Messi! Off the post! Iniesta. Danger averted for now. Bergomi. Cruyff. Plenty to aim at. Goes for a shot! And yes, it's there! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
The invitation was clear, and it was a Cruyff! It's loose, and there's... Oh, he's been caught napping! And he's straight offside.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Substitution for Germany. Number 7.
Germany making another
Cristiano
change here.
Ronaldo. Number 20. Gullit. Coming on the field. Number 13. Pepe.
It's a throw in.
Number 15. Bellingham.
Cruyff. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And it's Bellingham. That is a great pick out. And he's picked it up out wide. And he's got his cross in.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's found a way through. And they've been given a corner.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
And it's been taken short.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
5 minutes to add. This is it then, now or never. Thuram. Bellingham, who needs just a moment to score a goal. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
So what can they make of this? And he plays one through. Takes a shot! It's a loose ball. It's out for a goal kick. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, we just know, of course, what an excellent goalkeeper Dida is. Indeed, some consider him to be right up there amongst the elite.
Yeah, towering, and someone who always has great presence. For me, he just always seems relaxed and in tune with everything that's going on. A true great.
Best. Very nicely done. Cannavaro robs him of possession. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Robson. Best. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position. Messi! Oh, it's hit the post! And he's there to belt it away. Sergi. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Some really good ball movement. Knocks it into... Shoots! That's another chance! Goal! River Plate! And it's River Plate who go in front. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. The error shows great strength. Now here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Crosses it in. Davids can get it clear. Nicely aimed pass. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Hullet. Tries to play it through. Bergomi. So what can they make of this? Now it's Messi. Rummenigge. Steaming on goalwards. River Plate look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Robson, and that interception was most necessary. Oh, that's a key interception. River Plate finding their passes. Robson. Rummenigge ploughing through the middle. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Looking here to chip it through. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Best.
Oh, really well played.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Robson really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Sergi is one whose deliveries we all know about. Best. Now Robson, and it's Hullet. No, he's not getting past him there. Messi. He's in a great position here. He's found a way through. They're urging him to shoot. He's taking on the lot of them. Tar did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Best. Can he get on the end of this? And he's intervened well there. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substitution.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Great chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Messi.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Looking to play him in. And he shoots! And we have our very first corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 7,
They've played it short.
Number 14,
And here's Messi.
Brian Robson.
Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And he's really put himself on the line here.
Number 30, Platini. Number 20,
It's their second corner of the game. And he's there to clear it. River Plate have the chance to go the other way. Can he get it through? And this is Pele. Oh, good take in a good area. Nesta with the clearance. Stood up well to him there. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Messi is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Robson. Rummenigge. Rijkaard. Platini.
Attendance for this match was 29,000.
River Plate appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Shapes to shoot! They've done it! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
That has big chance! Goal! River Plate! And they get themselves in front! It looked as though he'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Well, all I can say is that he did very well to squeeze it in near post. He didn't have much to aim at.
River Plate take the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Yeah.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he's picked out the run. Plenty to aim at here. Hullet. Now this could be a chance. Shot at goal! And he hits the net. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So the lead now is 2.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Bergomi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And the shot! Bergomi with the clearance. And it's Bale. Mbappe. Passing is crisp and sharp. Davids. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Messi. Oh, good-looking ball. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Messi. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, strongly challenged there. He's a sharp little ball here. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pelé, good driving run. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? No foul, says the referee. Bergomi. Oh, no joy this time. Schmeichel. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, you can feel the blue touch paper has been well and truly lit here. Everyone expects, in one of the greatest amphitheatres in this part of the world, the Estadio Más Monumental. So that's got things underway.
It's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
So would say anyone who understands the defender's art.
Well, bias comes easy for me when we talk about one of the greatest pros. He exudes calm, elegance, intelligence, an Italian giant.
Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vieira kept his eye on it, and he's there. Robson. Looking for the run. This looks promising.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's a pretty loose pass. And reclaimed it in a trice. Nicely spread.
This is the time you need that pace.
Can he latch on to this? It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Pirlo has a look and plays it forward. Best. Yamal. Oh, lovely. Yamal! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
And it's Mane. Mane will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. First quarter of an hour gone. Davids is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. So a chance here, what can they make of it? So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Best. Can he get onto this? That's gone for a throw-in. Pass somewhat off target. Can he get on the end of this? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And he can clear it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, it's Dembele. And he was quick to react. Gets a good foot in there. Well read, and the danger is averted. Not the most accurate pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Mbappe has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And they win it back again. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Mane and Mane! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, this looks sharp. Well read, nice interception. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. And it's Messi. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Under an awful lot of pressure.
Birmingham really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Can he get it through? Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's had a shot! Really well taken goal. Argentina are level. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
That has certainly made things interesting. Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
This possibly the last play of the half. Dida gets his hands on it, and the danger is... There's the whistle for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So once again, we're underway. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And that's been won straight back. Dembele. Best. And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Mane. Now it's Mbappe. And the shot! He's scored!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Again, that's terrific movement, Pete.
Shoots! Robson. Nesta is there to clear. And he's been shifted off it. Tries to pass it through. Brilliantly cut out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Argentina clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
va a realizar un cambio.
Pelé. Well, that looks a decent ball. That looks a cracking ball. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Well, the opening goal did come from just about here. Messi!
Número 18. Número 23.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Takes a shot! They've done it! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Baresi has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
And it's been played through, and he's lost his man, and the shot! It's there! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack...
There's the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Dembele is offering a right smile there.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That has been knocked clear. Tries to cross. And he's quick to snatch it back. No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Great vision, and he was alert to it.
Birmingham surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Some good work on the right flank here. And the through ball. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Played into the middle. Now it's Pelé. He's found a way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That is a brilliant interception. And it's Messi. Bale. Messi, he has found the way through. And he shoots! He should have put that one away.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Threads one in.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That ball looks a good one. He's cut it out. Looking for options for movement.
Se van a jugar 4 minutos de compensación.
Very nicely done. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And Messi! They are queuing up to have a go here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 15.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Nedved can see things, others simply... And we're done. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game. From those players, what unity, what joy. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Pass is just off target.
Best really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was...
And Shevchenko! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Shevchenko is offering a wry smile there.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Rummenigge getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Rummenigge goes steaming forward. Messi has it out wide and in space. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Not the most accurate pass. Well, that pass isn't the best.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Driving forward.
Oh, really well played.
Maldini defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Tries to play it through. Can he latch on to this? Oh, that's superb. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Rummenigge. Pele can so cleverly bypass the press. Mateus cuts out the pass. Can he spark a counter here? Mateus. Rummenigge. Rummenigge powering forward here. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Cruyff. Robson. And it's Davids. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable... Takes a shot! So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition.
Can he finish? It's there! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the big...
Rummenigge! They've played it short. Milan are looking to go forward now. Bergomi pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Quality ball. Messi, and he's managed to get free. And Messi! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
He's in a great position here. Great chance! And it's in! And they've got their lead back.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
And now he has two. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Cafu. Goes for a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Gives it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Rijkaard. Rummenigge was in no mood for any of that. He is through here. Davids. Messi. Cruyff. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Best. Kaka. Pele. Best. He's got away. And the shot! And he hits the net. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So the lead... Real chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And he is just ripping it up! Calm. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, I certainly wasn't expecting this, Peter, but it was totally deserved. They've been very, very good, and they'll be itching to get back out there and take it on further.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And the action is back on the way. Best. Kaka. Knocks it into space. Pele is wide and looking to get onto this. Wriggles his way through. And the shot's on here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And he cuts out the supply. Rui Costa. Good running, strong and purposeful. Shevchenko! Glorious! A finish right from the top draw.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Milan give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Pele. Kaka. And that's put paid to a promising move. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He has found the way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Played into space. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Great vision. Can he finish? And he has kicked it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Cafu. No, it's come to nothing. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Iniesta, passing nice and neat. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Mbappe. He's found a way through. Oh, what has happened here? Bale! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Vieira. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Picked out brilliantly. Tries a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Maldini trying to keep this in.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Danger averted for now. Half an hour gone in the second half. And here's Mbappe. Iniesta. He gets big. He should have put that one away.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that it's Bale! That is special! Gareth Bale! About as smooth as it gets! And they are cruising away!
Messi really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Rijkaard. That's a throw. Cruyff looks to get on the end of this. Mateus. Pele. And here's Shevchenko. Iniesta. Mbappe. 5 minutes left on the clock. Cafu. Aimed beyond the defence. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Mbappe. He might be in here. Bale. And the finish! No mistake! Just cruising! They are cruising! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
It's become a case of men against boys.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Rui Costa. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And that is that. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in a... noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then. Clarence Seedorf, Jim, a player of immense intelligence and relentless brilliance.
Yeah, he is the total midfielder, Peter. He's essentially a 10, an 8 and a 6 all in one. His tactical intelligence, his athleticism, his reading of the game, ball-winning capabilities make him a one-man counter-attacking unit.
Oh, super ball! Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Rummenigge is onto it in a flash. And he was quick to react. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
In with the challenge. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Showing great feet there. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's picked his way through. And he shoots! And he's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first corner. Messi with the short one. Nicely spread. Chance, surely! Off the post! Chance for a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Oh, this is a great position. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Not the most accurate pass.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And here's Messi. Now then, the ball's come loose. Best. And here's the chance to counter.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Takes a shot! So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time.
Rummenigge! And he hits the net! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
2 goals on the shapes to shoot! Yes! And look at his joy. Is this not why we love the game? Well, how's that for a clasp? And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. Botafogo have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Rummenigge running with the ball. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Yaya Toure produces the perfect tackle there. Can he spark a counter here? It's Rui Costa. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Played back. Christian Abbiati in goal today. Just another example of a great Italian stopper. He's having a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Messi, it's a really well-measured ball. Bergomi gives no quarter whatsoever.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they've switched it over to the other side. That has ended up in no man's land. Nicely aimed pass. Nesta gets over and intercepts. Caresses it through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Passing is crisp and sharp. Haaland! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And this is Messi. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Haaland. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rijkaard. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Now it's Messi. This looks promising. Thinks about the shot, takes a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Chance! Goal! Botafogo! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind...
Chance, surely! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. tail's most definitely up now.
Davids is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. That's very neat. Robson shapes to shoot! They've done it! And the comeback is complete! One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, he's tried one! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Yeah, they've got that defending done well between them. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Messi. That is lovely. He's having a go! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Botafogo have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Botafogo have their second corner now. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Albert Ferrer. It's Rui Costa. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And we're off again. Rummenigge unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Tar kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he's only too happy to take that back. Best, driving forward. He is through here! Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And Messi! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And that has left him in a heap. Little doubt, that is a foul.
substituição no time do Botafogo.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Vai ser substituído pelo jogador.
That's going to go a long way.
Camisa 8. Teremos uma substituição.
Howson. And it's Tonali. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get it.
Goes for a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And here's Bale! Sticks it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that favour. And a chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Messi. That's good running with the ball. Driving through the middle. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pele, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? He's found a way through. Oh, and the shot! And he's there to clear it. Now it's Forlan. Now, can they get him away? Messi receives it in a good position here. Just about up to 75 minutes. Forlan. Oh, well measured. Bergomi. And now the breakaway. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Bale. Bale was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Pele. Oh, that's neat. And the finish! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Pele! In for the pieces! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So now the difference is 3. Vieira. Out to the left it goes.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Albert Ferrer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Can he get it through? Howson cuts it out. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
It's come to nothing. Messi. Oh, easy pickings there. Rui Costa. Nesta. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Now it's Bale.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
It's Pele! No, he's missed it. And we're done. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that...
And the finish! It's their first effort on goal. Boca Juniors with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's intervened well there. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now a Droll. Messi. Scholes. Nice sequence of passes, this. And he's on his way! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Boca Juniors finding their passes. Played out wide. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge. Messi.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rummenigge. Can he finish? He's beaten the keeper. He's given it a... And again! Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Messi. And it's Denzel Dumfries. That's gone for a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. That's a lovely, neat pass. Robson. Good running, strong and purposeful. That looks a cracking ball. Messi! A 1-0 lead established.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Boca Juniors clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Well read, nice interception. And it's Messi. Robson. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And now he has two. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running.
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that, Jim, but what do you identify as special in him?
Well, so physically powerful and intimidating, and I think his athleticism helps him get through a fierce amount of work.
Nothing quite like him in the modern era.
Agreed.
Roberto Carlos. No, he wasn't going to let him past. An instinctive delivery. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Now it's Messi. He's in a great position here. He's picked his way through. Shapes to shoot! It's hit the crossbar. Robson!
Birmingham definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
That has ended up in no man's land. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Dembele. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's a sharp pass. And he's there to get it away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Rummenigge was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Davids, he's found a way through. Now the cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. That's a shade optimistic. Nicked it back promptly. Dembele, it's Dembele! That's a lovely, neat pass. Looking for the run. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ambrosini. Played out to the left flank. And they've got a throw. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. And he's well positioned here. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
That's alert and...
Can he finish? And one more try! Goal! The breakthrough strike! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Barcelona really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Haaland. It's a good ball out wide.
That's going in strongly.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Rummenigge. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And it's Gullit. Gullit.
That's good play from him.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Pinches it off him. Oh, that's fabulous. Roberto Carlos. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Tries to pass it through. Bergomi. Well read, nice interception. Rijkaard. Can he get it through? No, that's been intercepted. Now he's off and running. Robson. Gullit. The message is clear, none shall pass. And here's Dembele. Gullit. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Messi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Just the keeper to beat! And he shoots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Best clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. They want to be quick to recover this. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Team still separated by the game's only goal. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And this is Dembele. Dembele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Dembele. Gullit. Gullit! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 14, el dorsal 19.
Now it's Pelé.
Se va a llevar a cabo
Well
un
played,
cambio de
that has
jugadores.
snuffed out the danger. There will be a throw-in. that's definitely not his best. Looking for options for movement. Referee has just said play on.
Cafu.
So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
It's a good foot in there. Messi. And the pass is intercepted. Played up towards the front line. Oh, this looks sharp. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take...
Oh, smashing header! He's got a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Played back in. Cruyff. Chance!
Cafu.
And here's Del Piero. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Messi. Ambrosini. Ambrosini takes control of it and he's on the move. And the shot! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
Big chance! It's in! Right back in the game! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
Barcelona can make their change now with a break in play. Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the return pass. Look at this. Tries a shot! He scored! We thought it was over! It's all square once more!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Rijkaard did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Habrá 4 minutos de
Given the
descuento.
time to pick a pass. He has found the way through. Four extra minutes added on. Now it's Bale. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Pelé. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he is going into that little black book. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Birmingham can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some...
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Well, those of you who followed English football around the turn of the century will certainly know this man well. He is, of course, Giovanni van Bronckhorst, another fine Dutch import who claimed his fair share of trophies whilst on these shores.
And later on in the...
Chance! Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well.
He's had a shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Pele demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to...
Shot, surely! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And we have our very first corner. Messi goes short. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. And now a sudden chance to counter. No, that's been intercepted. And here's Messi. Good ball, good take. Caught offside that time. Oh, good take in a good area. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Can he get on the end of this? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Can he get it through? It's been slipped through. Takes a shot! It's in! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
After 18 minutes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Messi, picked out brilliantly. Robson! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Robson clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Chance for a shot! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Over to the other side. Bergomi has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Nice sequence of passes this. Best. Oh, nice touch. There's the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Can he stop it going out? It's a throw-in. Davids, Van Dijk, and that interception was most necessary. This looks promising. Messi, he's a sharp little ball here. Rijkaard, knocks it out wide. Pass somewhat off target. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And he's managed... It's Neymar! No mistake! And they get themselves in front! That was easy, almost too easy.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Shot could be on. Decent chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Davids. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Davids. Just 5 minutes left until the break. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Davids. Rummenigge.
That's going in strongly.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, no joy this time.
There will be
And it's
3 minutes
lofted
added
through here.
time.
That is a brilliant interception. Now that's well seen too. Well, there's the clearance. Now it's Pelé.
Such good technique.
Now it's Neymar. And this is Pelé. And the shot! He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And it's half-time here.
Please make sure to watch the screen for an information bulletin from the regional police department.
Substitution on the field, number 8, Davids.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Platini, number 11, Bale.
Good-looking ball.
Number 17, Mbappe.
No way through. And he's worked it through. Now it's Rafinha. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish? And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Dida gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Araujo cuts it out. Rijkaard. And that is out of play. Pelé. Dink through. Dida breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And it's Bale. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Pelé. Well read, nice interception. And it's Messi. Threads one in. Now it's Platini. It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match.
He's through, it's 1-0, he's having a shot! Oh, it's hit the post!
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Pelé.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Nicely aimed pass. And this is Pelé! Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Neymar. Rijkaard deals with that comfortably. Gets good distance on it. Platini.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's picked his way through. Chooses to go back. He's found a way through. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe finds himself offside. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Coming on to replace him is number 20, Arasi. Substitution.
Pelé was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Can he finish? And that could come back to haunt them.
Messi was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bale. Real chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
That's a good ball out wide. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And this is Messi. A corner it is then. So their fourth corner of the game. And it's been taken short. And it's Messi. And now they can spring out of defence. And there's green grass ahead of him.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Nesta. Mbappe looks to get on the end of this. Oh, he's found support out wide. He has a look up. Shapes to shoot! Superb!